Alright you lot, Chapper John here, and today we are looking at Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Override. Here she is in her old mode. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. She comes with a sheet of instructions right here, and this little sheet of paper. And here and another accessory right here. But that mainly forms a part of her old mode. Here she is in her old mode. As you can see, it looks pretty nice. Her main colours are black, red and white. There's a bit of gold up here for the windscreen and a little bit of gold for the rims. And a little bit of blue here, here and here. Although the blue here is the same here, this is more of a turquoise blue, or probably just cyan blue rather. So yeah, here she is. She rolls pretty well, and that's about it, you know. To transform her, I'll go ahead and remove this section. For vehicle mode, I preferred these to be like this. Robot mode, I preferred these to be all the way up. But this step is the same either way. Flip out the missile things, and that's her accessory. Transformation for this is pretty easy. Untap her hands from here, and bring the shoulders out. Bring these a little bit up, and untap the windscreen from here. Split the front of the vehicle in half, and take the halves, and accordion them out. These will be the legs. And there's a tab here, and a slot up here, that you want lined up. Take this section, bring it up so that it's kind of like this angle. Flip the feet down, bring this section to the back, and there's this tab here and a slot up here that you want lined up. You can now take the legs, turn them so that they're facing forwards. Do the exact same thing with the other. Bring that most of the way up, flip the feet down, bring that to the back, line it up, turn the leg forwards, and there you go. This section here, that's now kind of like this, you want to bend it the other way. So that way when you bring it down the rest of the way on this hinge up here, it will click into place. Now you want to take this whole section, first starting with this section, bring that down. That will be the head section. And bring the windscreen down, 2 tabs here, 2 slots here. That will be the middle section of the chest. There you go. Take these sections here, untab them from the rear of this thing here, bring it up, and there are these double joints within here. You kind of want to bring it down. And, you know, sliding joints are here, which is the first time I've seen that since Combiner Wars Dragstrip and Mirage. So they've made a comeback, at least a little bit. Now, if you've got a little bit of trouble sliding these in, you can always just kind of wiggle this up and down whilst you're pushing it in. That might make things easier, depending on how tough it is to get it in. And this section's got a tab here and a slot here. You want to line up the back section here before you line these sections up. So, yeah. And there you go. That will help you sometimes slide that in the rest of the way. And turn her hands 180. Do the exact same thing with the other. And just get things lined up. And twist the hand 180. And there you go. That is Legacy Override in her robot mode. Get the gun in her hand. And there you go. She looks pretty nice. Articulation is that the head can turn 360. Though there's a bit of resistance, but you can do it. Shoulders can turn 360. Go in and out pretty well. Biceps turn 360. And elbows bend, I might want to say slightly past 90 degrees, but that's a hair past 90 degrees. Her hands turn 360. Her waist does not turn 360, but it does turn left and right a little bit. Not bad. Her legs go forwards pretty well. If you bend the knees, they go forwards a little bit more. And backwards, they go decently well. Outwards, they go really well. Her thighs turn 360. Her knees bend really well. And her ankles turn decently well. So you've got that. Yeah. And again, in robot mode, you've got the same colours as in alt mode, but this time you have revealed more gold when it comes to the shoulders and forearms. That's the main difference here. So, yeah, now gold kind of becomes a more dominant colour here. But blue is still the less common colour here. Anyway, transformation back is pretty simple. Take these, fold them in, and take these spoiler pieces, angle them however you want. For me, I angle them like this. Now, you could just, you know, have left this on the whole time. It don't really, you could have just done that. Anyway, yeah. Bring these up. Turn the hands 180. Okay. Now you can take these sections, kind of undo them from here, kind of wiggle them out. You're untabbing this section, and then that section. Slide them out. And now get these up quite a bit of the way. And on this top joint here, bring that to the back. And you're kind of getting this tab lined up with this slot here. It's actually much easier to do than it is for me to show it. Not kidding, it really is. There you go. Take this whole section, the head and the windscreen. Now the windscreen kind of goes up first because you're untabbing it from here. Then this whole section goes up into place. Take the waist section. You're kind of going off this hinge right here. Bring that up. And then on this bottom hinge here, you're bending it too. There we go. Bring that most of the way up. Not all the way up. Most of the way up. Because you're going to take the legs, turn them outwards. There's an angle here. You don't want them out all the way, but you don't... Yeah. You kind of want them halfway out. Fold these pieces out. Flip the feet in. And flip the red piece out. Do the exact same thing with the other. And take the shins, untab them from here, and accordion them up into place. Exact same thing with the other. And tab the halves together to form the front of the vehicle. And there are these two clear tabs right here, and two slots within here that you want lined up. Go. And now that we're here, we can take the arms and kind of bring them down. You kind of want them outwards sometimes to make clearance for the legs. Now that that's done, we can take the shoulders, bring them in. Now you want to make sure that they kind of go in simultaneously, because these tabs will interlock together. Here, the slot here is for this tab right here, but the slot right here is for this tab here. They interlock, and the pegs here will go into her hands. Or rather, the hands will slot into those pegs. Get them lined up, and just make sure you've got everything lined up, just in case you haven't. And that is it. That is Transformers Legacy Override back in her alt mode. What did I think of this figure? She's a really nice figure. Any faults with her? Nah. No loose joints here. And she transforms pretty well. And she's pretty solid. So, yeah. She's a really nice figure overall. Anyway, hope you liked this video and have a great time. And as always, see you later.